Okay, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down. It's Fisher, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Check 13.
From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. A 3rd down gain of 19. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
24 is the mic. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 24 is the mic. Yeah, let's get a sack.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
24 is the mic. Let's go, D. 24 is the mic.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
And an alley to run. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now. It's Fisher. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Got him in. It's Brown. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be second and goal.
At the 5-yard line. Here we go. Now the roof.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. We're scoreless after 1. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Brown 80! Check, to the yard. Watch this. Undercrook.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Let's bring it.
Check 49. General West.
Crunch. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety.
They'll run on first down. Scott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Alert. Check 26. Check 26. Switch.
Stop.
Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check it out, Reed. Check 31.
On play action, Allen eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Here we go.
56.
Watch twitch. Kill.
52.
Kill.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
Mike. Here we are. Check 24. Check 24. Alert, flare. Jim. Say. He's crazy. He's checking.
On first down, it's Scott, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
No. Back. Show it up. 36. Hey, watch it.
On the carry, this is Scott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down.
Watch the screen.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Check, nipple.
They'll run on first down. It's Scott, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Get him, boy!
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Watch number 86. Watch 86. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Throwing on second down. Allen. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Mike. 53. Mike.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Pass. Hey, exit.
3 Mike.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. 66 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On on 2nd and 9. Allen firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Check 99. Rotate.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
You don't want no problem with me.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Down 80!
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Sponge! Sponge! No, no, no!
On 2nd and 15 now. Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
On play action, Allen Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Shift, shift. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover.
They'll keep it on the ground. Done. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
24 is the mic. Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
On 3rd down. It's done. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's top, he's top.
On 1st down. Done. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike's 22, 22.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
I got it. 24 is the mic. He's tired of me.
Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
They'll run on first down. Scott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 3, second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
To throw, it's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Hey, Delta.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football. Now zapped right back in the other direction. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. On first down, it's done. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Switch. Now.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Go. Watch the ship. Go. 3. Check 50.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. Hey.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Holmes has got it complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
He may try and run for this. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Middle. Check alert. Check 13.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
59 mark. Check, 59.
Now Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Okay, ready. 22's coming, Mike. I'm coming.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's